All right, welcome to our last video for the Chapter 8 test review. This one is going to be going over the word problem, and because it's a bit longer, it will be a bit of a longer video. Let's start with just reading the problem and seeing what we have here. On your trip to Hawaii, you see a dolphin jump into the air in the ocean. Use the equation to answer the questions below, where f of x is the height in feet. Oh, that looks important. F of x is the height in feet, and x is the time in seconds. Okay, and this is the equation that I want to use right here, so let me change colors. So my first question is asking, when did the dolphin reach the highest point of the jump? So if I look at this right here, the highest point, well, that's going to be the vertex. So I'm going to need to, for this problem, I'm going to need to find the vertex, and then that's going to be a point, right? That's going to be an xy. And so I need to figure out which one it's asking for, the x or the y. And so the key word here is when, right? So when, let's go back up here. We're told that x is my time in seconds, right? So that means that for when, I need to find x for this one. All right, my equation's in standard form, so we're going to do x equals negative b over 2a, which in this case is going to be, let's see, negative 12 over 2 times negative 2, which will be negative 12 over negative 4, which is just 3. And since it's asking when, we're going to say 3 seconds. And this is my answer. So it takes 3 seconds for the dolphin to reach its highest point. Another way of thinking about that is my vertex. The x-coordinate is at 3. All right, now part B is asking, what was the height of the highest point of the jump? So if I go back to my word problem, it says f of x, which we can replace that with y, is the height in feet. So for this one, again, we're still using the vertex, but we don't need x for this one. We want y for this one. But since I already know x, I can just plug that back into my original function. So I just need to find f of 3. So I replace all my x's with a 3. Let's see, that's going to give me negative 18 plus 36 should give me, I believe, 18. Check my work real quick on a calculator. And that is correct. Okay, cool. So 18, and since it's height, we're told that it's height in feet, so I'm going to write 18 feet. So the highest point that the dolphin reached was 18 feet. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, part C. When does the dolphin, let's read this one. When does the dolphin hit the water again after the jump is finished? So if I think about it, there are 2 zeros really on this function. One is where the dolphin starts, and like where it launches out of the water, and the other one is when it hits the water again when it lands. This is the one that we are trying to find, okay? Because we want to find that. So what we're going to need to do is factor this, and then find the second zero, which I'll talk about in a second. So let's rewrite our equation. Negative 2x plus 12x. I need to factor this. It gives me a hint to factor using GCF. I'm going to factor a negative 2 out of there, which will leave me with x minus 6. Oh, sorry, x squared minus 6. So I can rewrite this as negative 2 times x squared minus 6 is equal to 0. Because we're finding the 0, so we want to set it equal. If I do that, I can divide both sides by negative 2, and that's going to give me x squared equals 6. And then I can just take the square root of both sides, and I'm going to get, type that into my calculator. Oh, I made a mistake. It is just, it's negative 2x. I forgot to factor out the x. See, math teachers make mistakes too. There we go. That's going to fix some problems. So I'm just gonna go back here. I can take a 2 out, and then I lost an x over here. We can also pull an x out, so that'll just give me x minus 6. And there we go. Negative 2x times x minus 6 equals 0. I have two solutions. If I set this equal to 0, and then set this equal to 0, x minus 6 equals 0, I should get two solutions. X is equal to 0, and x is equal to 6. Now, which one of those is the time, how long it takes for the dolphin to hit the ground? Well, 0 doesn't make sense because it's going to take a couple seconds for the dolphin to actually fly through the air and then hit the ground. So that means that the one that I want is going to be this second one right here. So it takes 6 seconds for the dolphin to hit the ground again. And now we are done with the chapter review. Best of luck on your test or retake.